Welcome to another episode of Selling Life and Annuities. I'm Tim Luby. I'm the National Sales Director for Annuities here at Hague Rd Marketing. And with me today is my good friend and colleague, Steve Allison. He's our Internal Annuity Specialist. And our topic today is guaranteed lifetime income is as competitive as ever. So, Steve, let's talk about this. Guaranteed lifetime income. What is guaranteed lifetime income? Let's talk about that because it's a very specific thing.
Yeah, a lot of people are looking for something like that to supplement their Social Security or pension income, and it's a way for an individual to be able to purchase an annuity to be able to get income for the rest of their life that they can count on, that they can't outlive, with the certain amount of money that they're willing to invest in an annuity product.
Exactly right. They often say the number one fear of Americans is running out of income before they run out of breath or time.
Yeah.
And annuities is really the only thing that someone can buy that will provide them an income guaranteed to last as long as they do. Social Security will do that. A pension plan could do that, but you can't buy Social Security or a pension plan. But you can buy an annuity. Yep. So it's pretty key.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, the interesting thing is too, when it comes to guaranteed income, is in the past, annuitization was a lot more popular or used to get guaranteed income. Nowadays, these fixed index annuities that they have available have income riders where they get to preserve that asset to an extent instead of giving up the asset to really guarantee income.
Excellent point. Yeah, and they are relatively new. The guaranteed minimum withdrawal benefits is just an outstanding innovation from the industry standpoint. But annuities have always been about building up and distributing retirement income. And historically, annuitization was the way that distribution was handled. And it could provide an income that was guaranteed as long as someone lived or as long as either one of a couple lived. Yeah. But annuitization still kind of annuitization still requires that the owner give up the asset. They get an income guaranteed for as long as they live, but the asset's not theirs anymore. The income that they choose is guaranteed for as long as they selected it, but the asset's not theirs. Whereas with the guaranteed minimum withdrawal benefits, these new innovative lifetime income opportunities, the asset is still yours for as long as it lasts. You still control that asset for a period of time. That's a significant advantage.
Yep, it sure is. And carriers these days are looking more and more to become more competitive and giving up with more options or solutions to where they can help out these clients that want the most income that they can possible without giving up that asset. Some of the things that they use that we find they use often is either bonuses on the income, or bonuses, I should say, on the principal that the client would put in, or they have a roll-up rate, which is a guaranteed interest rate to the income-based amount that they can get every year if they want to defer until taking income later. And then payout rates, basically a percentage that the carrier is going to pay to you. Those are all different things that come into play when it comes to figuring out what the guaranteed income is.
The primary pieces that are sort of in the pricing mix, if you will, of most of the guaranteed minimum withdrawal benefit riders that are available on the market. And that market's been so competitive. I mean, how often do we see changes?
It's
every single week.
Yeah, it's really incredible.
Yeah, someone is tweaking or improving their changing the mix of products that are winning all the time. And thank goodness for the tools that we have, because we do have some phenomenal tools that will help us identify for our agents and their clients exactly what the highest guaranteed income that they have that is available on the market. And that's a phenomenal tool for us.
Yeah, it's really important for us that we have that, because it's you say we see it often. There are a number of times that agents I've worked with, even as recent as 2 weeks ago or a month ago, they will resume talks with their clients and want to have us rerun our tools to see what is still the best. And a lot of times it's a different product from a different carrier, and now the client is now able to even get even more income, just because these companies just keep wanting to increase that and get that piece of the pie of their business.
Right. No, I agree with you. If it has been more than a couple of weeks, it's almost essential that you rerun the numbers. Yep. And in most cases, you'd be looking at providing a higher income than was available before. So we talked about some of the pricing pieces that make this market, that our carriers use to compete in this market. And of course, we've talked about how innovative it has been. There are some other things that are kind of differentiators. So, it's important when we do a comparison of incomes and the highest guaranteed incomes out there, that people understand they don't always necessarily just take the highest guaranteed income. So what are some other things that might have someone decide to take a little bit lower income than the highest one that's offered on the comparison.
Yep. The biggest one is a lot of them have what they call like a long-term care multiplier, where the client can get either 1.5 or 2 times the amount of their guaranteed income to help kind of give extra liquidity to pay for long-term care needs. Some of them only require 2 of 6 ADLs, and then you can qualify. Some require confinement. So the flexibility of maybe wanting to give up maybe $50 less on a monthly basis to be able to use a carrier that has a product that only requires 2 of 6 ADLs instead of confinement, maybe a decision that a client would take just to be able to have more flexibility and stay at home instead of being confined.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Excellent point. That's a significant advantage to be able to increase the income based on confinement, or even more so for just missing 2 of 6 ADLs, activities of daily living. That is, for someone that in a couple, if either one of the couple is just having trouble, getting dressed or eating or something like that, to be able to get a significant increase in their income for a period of time, whether that be a couple of years, 5 years, or even longer, is really significant. Yeah, so one of the living benefits that can be available even in a guaranteed lifetime income solution.
Yep, that's right. So I mean, if you guys are, if any of your agents come across any of these situations with your clients that have opportunities, feel free to reach out to us. I can be reached at sallison@gordonmarketing.com. My extension is going to be 140.
Right, and you can reach me at timl@gordonmarketing.com. And my direct number is 330-283-6140. So with that, we're kind of coming to a close, or kind of running down on time. If you would please do us a favor and subscribe below, hit the notification bell. And if you could like, comment, and share this, we would appreciate that significantly. And do the notification bell so that you can be notified every time we come out with new selling life and annuity content. So with that, thank you for your time and attention today, and happy selling.